Well, this training has been long and intense. And this was done intentionally because we want you all to take your commitment as a Recovery Zone ally, as an ally to students in recovery, very seriously. We want to be sure that when you identify yourself as a Recovery Zone ally, that really means something to you. We don't want this just to be a good feeling thing that you did. We don't want this to be just a checkbox that you did. We want this to really mean something to you. So we truly, truly thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to complete this online Recovery Zone training. And as you complete this training, and as you become a Recovery Zone ally, we have some expectations. We expect Recovery Zone allies to be committed to supporting all students, but especially students in recovery, as they pursue their professional, personal, and academic goals without the fear of discrimination. We expect you to be committed to supporting recovery programming, supporting the programming of the Spartan Recovery Program, attending SRP events, partnering with the SRP to bring more events to students on this campus. We expect everyone to attend Recovery Zone alumni gatherings as they emerge, to participate in online communities of recovery allies as those are created and developed. And finally, maybe most importantly, to promote that you are a Recovery Zone ally. And you've heard how important it is for for students to see that Recovery Zone magnet, for folks to know that you're a Recovery Zone ally. That means so much and designates your space as a safe space for students in recovery. And that's very important. To be aware that there are students in recovery that you come into contact with probably on a daily basis, but you just might not know that they're in recovery. So it's important for you all to help the Spartan Recovery Program connect with students in recovery by sending referrals, by posting events, by putting brochures in your offices, whatever way you can think of to raise the awareness of the Spartan Recovery Program on campus, we are greatly appreciative of. Now, you've learned a lot, but you might be asking, what can I do? Well, first, you can advocate by becoming a face and voice of recovery, to ensure that recovery has a voice at all the tables you sit at, all the task forces, committees, departments that you belong to ensure that recovery has a voice. You can promote recovery-oriented language. It's important to model this language and also to engage others in the conversation who might use language that is considered stigmatizing and or discriminatory in nature. And it's not about, shaming them into a new way of thinking or a new way of talking. It's about introducing a dialogue and introducing a potential other way, and then helping other people to make that decision for themselves. As always, it's important to support all students, but especially those in recovery, to be there and to advertise yourself as a Recovery Zone ally. We want you to design programs that support recovery, that promote recovery, to work with the SRP to connect your existing programs with students in recovery. We want you to refer students to the SRP, to let people know that the SRP exists, to send emails, to point them in the direction of the website, and also to attend SRP events. And it might be that some students are still a little bit averse to a formal university program. But there's a student organization called the Student Recovery Alliance that takes a much more broader perspective for recovery. So it's not just students in recovery from addictions, it's students in recovery from all addictions, gaming, sex addiction, or people in recovery from other mental health conditions, depression, anxiety, or people who are just in recovery from general life circumstances or physical health conditions, and their friends, family, and allies. So it may be that students are more willing to reach out to the Student Recovery Alliance for that support community too. So in order to get students connected, you can hand out our business cards, you can keep brochures in your office, you can email recovery@uncg.edu, you can visit the website, You can use social media with some of our hashtags. And you can also, as I mentioned, point them in the direction of the Student Recovery Alliance.